Hey, you guys, and welcome. Welcome to today's Sketchbook Sunday. What's poppin'? It is Juneteenth, you guys. Happy Juneteenth to everybody out there. I hope you guys are doing well. So, you already know what it is. You've seen the title. We're going to be painting I can't even say it. Jean Basquiat. Okay? Sus. So I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are around the world. It's going to be a good one. I got my sketchbook out. Of course, all the things that I'm doing is down in the description box below, like all the materials and all the stuff like that. Hey, yo, what's poppin'? Get on in here. Yes, if you have any questions, pop them down below. And if you happen to be pun the replay, go ahead and put down hashtag replay crew and I will answer any questions that you may have. So we're using gouache today. I'm going to go over the materials really quickly, but it's going to be super quick because we're going to jump into what we need to jump into. Of course, I have my 11 by 14 what is it? My 11 by 14 sketchbook that I usually use. So that's fun. And this is this is my absolute favorite sketchbook in the whole wide world. Happy Sunday to everybody out there. If you are not in the community and you don't celebrate Juneteenth, happy Sunday. Welcome. Everyone is welcome. Yes. All right. So I have my two palettes out. I have some brushes over here on the side. I also have all the paints, all the things. I have my spray bottle over here because you guys know what it is. Got Arrtx on deck. I got my porcelain thing over here. Yeah. Yes and yes. And we should be good to gizzo. Yes. All right. Hold on. We should be good to gizzo. Oh, Lord have mercy. Ooh, child. All right. So I'm going to put out my paints and all the things and get myself together. But how you guys doing? What you guys got going on? What's been going on? Catch me up. A girl really wants to know. And I need to put myself on the monitor up here so I can actually see what's going on. It's been a hectic week, okay? It's been a hectic week. It's been a lot going on. It's just been a crazy time period, okay? Lots and lots going on. All right. I had to mute that. Mute it. All right, so let's put out our paints. I'm going to put out our paints and then we'll kind of chit chat it up and get ourselves together. It's really bright outside. It's a beautiful, kind of like sunny. It's a beautiful sunny day. You can put out different types of colors, but use whatever colors you have available. It doesn't really matter. You guys know I'm like really lax with that sort of stuff. You know, I really don't. I'm not like super anal when it comes to like all the different colors that you need to use. Now, a lot of the colors that I use is, of course, that's convenience colors. You know what I'm saying? So since that's convenience colors, you can pretty much mix a lot with just like your primaries, your red, your blues, your yellows, and yada yada yada. Okay, you don't really need a lot going on. You do a lot of mixing with that. I probably should have put this out beforehand, but it heals what it heals. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put out the different things that I need. A little bit of purple, blue. You guys know the deal. And this is the regular suspect. Now I use the same kind of I don't even know how to explain it, but the same palette no matter what I have going on. I use the same thing. It doesn't really matter. I use the same type of situationship. And then I have some Arteza over here. Oh, and then I also have my white. The white. And then Get a bit of a little spray. Get a little spray. You gotta make everything as moist, right? You gotta get it moist. And then I got my white out here too. So I'm late, you guys. Believe it or not, I was like doing my nails at the last minute at the 11th hour. Ew. I started out like trying out this new whatchamacallit? This new system. I don't even know how to explain it, but this new I actually bought an LED lamp to do like a gel nail set. So that's been great. I'm gonna put a little bit of a Persian blue. And then of course, if you guys are not familiar, like you're not used to like drawing or you have no idea what's going on and you need a little help with that, the traceable and all the drawing stuff is on my Patreon. You can get it there. Get it there, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Doo 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 doo. I don't know. I'm on 1,000 today. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You ever wake up and you have one of those days and you're like, I'm on 1,000, bitch. I swear it's one of those days. It's just one of those days that a girl goes through. Wait, what the hell? Did I put out 2 of these? This looks black. You see what I'm saying? Like these darks. Yep, I put out 2 of these. I could have swore I had a black. No black and no blick over here. Oh, it's right here. I'm angry inside. Alright, so this is Neor. This is black right here. This is what I should have had. It's okay if it's mixed with a little bit of blue because that's the way I like it. Anyway. Spray it down, get it moist. Oh. So, yep. All right. And then I have my brushes off to the side here. I'm going to put on a little bit of tunes in a minute. Hey! Jan, what's poppin'? Loving the topic. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. How you guys doing? Happy Juneteenth. I hope you guys are painting along with me. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. All right, so I'm going to put my brushes inside of my water. The waters of Minnetonka, or whatever you call it. I'm trying to figure out where did I hear that at. And then, of course, I have this off to the side. I always have my rag off to the side so you can kind of see what's going on with that. Okay. So if you see me reaching across, I'm always dabbing my brush off to the side. And then, of course, I have what is the other thing? It is I have my Western. Now you can do the same technique with acrylics, even oil paints, watercolor is pretty much the same thing. If I had like acrylic, I would use the same palette. It would be almost the same thing. It's just I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. So don't feel afraid like, oh, I don't have gouache. I don't know what's going on. Cause I get that question all the time, like, why? I don't know how to use gouache. It ain't, you know what I mean? It's not that serious. Use what you got, honey. Use what you got. All right. So I want to start out with, so I have a game plan in mind, right? So I'm feeling inside. All right. Let me move this over just going. We're going. I'm trying to move it slowly so you're not getting, uh, y'all are not seasick. Here we go. Boom. Blam. Blackout. All right. And of course, it's hot in here. It's very hot. Woo. Very hot. Oh wait, let me go up a little bit. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna wet this up a little bit. I think I put out some green. So the first color I'm gonna use is like a green. I don't think I put it out, but you can always mix green with a blue and a yellow, and you should be good to go. Right? And this is pretty much good. Like, and you want to just wet it lightly because you really don't want this to be like a thing, right? And I'm angry inside. Do you normally do the live around this time every Sunday? I can't paint right now, but I might be able to paint along next week. Yes, indeed. I'm going to leave this up for the replay, of course. You can always watch it anytime. It's going to be available for the replay. And I also like to go live every Sunday, same time, same place, 4 p.m. Eastern time. So, in case you guys are not able to be with me, you can always paint along with me any week, any day. You know? And I'm hairy inside. And don't forget to share it, like it, love it, you guys. I don't have a moderator to share any links with you guys, but ooh, I got some green right here. Got it. Now these are convenience colors. I tell you guys that all the time. It's convenience because I don't want to have to do it, right? Because I'm lazy. I don't want to have to do it. I don't want to do it. Okay? I refuse. And since I refuse to do that, that's what it is. I'm gonna put my phone over to the side here so I can actually see what the hell y'all be talking about. I can see what you're talking about, sis. Sis. Y'all don't think I'm bugging. And I'm angry inside. Okay, cool. Yes, indeed. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad for any time you guys spend time with me at all. It really makes my day. It really makes my day. All right. So I mean, if I had acrylic, right? I have no idea what it is, but oh, if I had acrylic, I would usually use my Posca pen to kind of fill this in, and we can actually do that, right? Because this is good paper, this is heavy duty paper, so I can actually go in and fill this in if I wanted to. Because he has a green. This is actually like a leaf. I don't know what type of leaf, but back in the day, in the 80s, right? They used to wear these little kufis, or like the Muslim guys wear the little kufis, or they have the like the Kango hats, all these different type of hats. Especially being from New York, so this is like a quintessential New York hat that people would wear in the 80s. So that was always a fun thing, yes? Okay, so you can do this because this is an acrylic pen, right? I can do that if I want to, right? I can outline it. And we're gonna get loose and goose. 'Cause remember what I told y'all? I wanted to be real, like, um, I wanted to start practicing being loose with stuff and not being so whatever, whatever, you know, derivative and just like, oh, everything has to be, you know, realistic and like yada yada yada. And it's like a whole thing. So you could actually do that, right? If you wanted to. But, you know, we're doing painting, so we're not going to use that. But you get the gist of what I'm saying. So it's the same order of operations. If you have acrylic, you know, you could do the same design. And off to the side, I got a little bit of green over here, so I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of black or blue, and that's gonna make it darker. Or you could actually mix it with red, and that can make it darker too. And I'm gonna dab off the excess because that's how you do, right? And I always start from. I already start I always start from the top because it just makes sense because I'm right-handed and yeah, it makes sense. And I'm gonna just fill this in. And because that's acrylic, you're gonna see that that's not gonna move, right? That outline we already did with the acrylic pen. That's not gonna move. That's not going anywhere at this point. And see, this is the beauty of using this beautiful kind of gouache texture. This is why I really like gouache, because you can go really, really dark, really, really opaque, or, right? You can go really, really dark, really, really opaque, or you can go, you know, really, really light. So that's why I like that. We like it. I could have swore I had some brown in here somewhere. I don't think I put out any brown. Huh. What a travesty. Did I not put that out? What happened? Crimson red. What is this one? Maybe sad. And I wanna take it out on you. Just one of those things. I have some brown in here somewhere. I gotta go get it. I didn't take it out. I did not take it out. Alright, hold up. Just one of them days that a girl goes through when I'm angry inside. Okay, that's enough then, yo. I don't wanna take it out on you. Oh my god, I can't. Stop it, Linda. Stop it. Alright, I'm gonna find. Wait a minute. You trying to tell me that I've been like, oh man. I don't know why I was doing this. No. Oh, it went on mute for a minute. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. What happened to my I stayed doing that. Oh man. I was like, wait a minute. I know I was just talking to y'all a minute ago. Oh god, I can't. Oh man. All right, let me get my thing. Oh man. Juliet? Juliet? All right, sorry y'all, and I'm back. Ooh, and better than ever. All right, I found it. Now if I can open it, that'll be great. Just a burnt sienna. And then we're gonna spray it. And I was calling my son. I gotta get him to do something. All right, cool. So the rest of the hat, I'm feeling like it's gonna be like brown. I'm gonna mix it with that green. Then mix it with that green. That's gonna make it like a dark brown. Can you pass me my fan, please? We make the rest of it like a dark brown because it's kind of like a dark hat, but you know. And I'm gonna mix this black thing in there too. And I'm gonna like dabble with the excess because thanks, babe. I was in here burning alive. Thank you. That's one of the benefits of having children. You know that? You can get them to get you things. Oh, man. So this is just a dark brown because that's like the color of the hat a little bit. It's like a dark brown. You see how dark, so you can make it really dark, right? That's like a chocolate brown. And even though this is like a red. But because this is acrylic gouache, this is gonna be permanent once I kind of lay it down. All right, so over this side it gets a little bit lighter, so I'm gonna go in with that. So, for those of you that don't know who this is, okay, Jean Basquiat, for better or worse, whether you like his art or not, he's like an icon in the Black community, you know what I mean? He's an icon in the Black community. All right, I have another thing over here. I'm gonna get some white. And he's an artist, and he's like a trailblazer, and I mean, he had a tragic life, but I mean, you're not an artist unless you have a tragic life, right? Unless you have drama and other stuff going on, you're really not an artist, right? Unless you have some sort of tragic life or something crazy happening. You're really not living until you had a tragic life or something crazy going on. So he had a crazy life. And unfortunately, he passed away from a drug overdose. But I mean, that was par for the course for the 80s, for real, if you really think about it. Anybody that was born in that era knows what it is. Like, the fact that most people even survived that era, like if you, like, anybody that's like 40 or up right now that was born in the 80s, the fact that you even survived that era was like a thing, right? It was definitely a thing because it was brutal. It was real brutal because everybody you knew was on drugs. Everybody you knew was on crack. Everybody had a crackhead in their family. He definitely left his mark on the art world. Yes, indeed. But you know, everybody you knew was was on drugs or some way or somehow. I mean, all my friends. Wait a minute, I'm trying to pay attention and do art at the same time. Come on, put your love on me. So yeah, and not to get tragic about it, but most of my friends growing up in the 90s, all my friends, most of their family, like their moms and their dads was crackheads, or they was on drugs, or they died of a drug overdose. Like, it was so common, especially in the East Coast. Like, me being from the East Coast, me being from New York, the crack pandemic, epidemic, whatever you want to call it. Everybody was passing away, you know? And it was tragic. He had a tragic, very tragic life. And even though I was like, it took me a while to kind of grapple and be like, do I really like his art? Do I really like what's going on here? Da da da. But you can't deny the impact he made, right? On our community. So there's that, right? And that's what it's all about. And this is the perfect time. I always want to I always want to do videos surrounding influential Black people, but it's really hard to do it like, any other time of year, because people be in their feelings, or people be like, oh my god, like, why does it have to be all about just the Black people? It's not just all about the Black people. I even had some people leave my group when I started talking about Juneteenth and like the accomplishments of like Black people. I had some people actually leave the group. I was like, bye, because I don't need that. I always pride myself on being inclusive, right? I'm that type of whatever, right? Well, I like to be inclusive. I like to do all the things and yada yada yada. And here's like a dark. This is a really dark green. Really dark green. Yeah, so I like pride myself on being inclusive and shit like that, but at the end of the day, sus, I'm a Black woman and I'm always gonna come. Everything I do is gonna come from the Black experiences, from me being a Black woman and from me experiencing life from that point of view. So every once in a while, you guys are gonna see some, Black people or Black activities or like pro-Black stuff going on in this channel. And just in life and in my group, period. So, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, sus. It is what it is, right? And that happens sometimes. Sometimes you lose people along the way when you kind of flowing through and just like expressing yourself and doing the thing. But I mean, if you ain't ruffling some feathers somewhere, you ain't doing something right. That's what I say. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. If you ain't ruffling some feathers, you ain't doing something right. Doom, 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 doom. So yeah, if you ain't doing something, you ain't doing something right. I've learned that along the way as I kind of flow through this journey of YouTube and trying to mentor people and just be there for people and just like know that you can't be everything for everybody. So yeah. I'm gonna put a little bit of red. Okay, we're gonna put some red. I think like a burnt sienna red though. I'm really thinking about it. Damn, it's like a bunch of water on here. Alright, cool. Alright, that's not the red I'm looking for, so I'm gonna put a little more red. That's not quite it either. Hey, what's poppin'? Happy Juneteenth. Shaka is in his house. Hi. How are you, babe? I don't know if I like that. It's a little too red, but it's a little too Christmassy for me. I could always tone it back later. I'll tone it back later. Alright, that's more like it. I'm good. Finally caught you live. Yes. Oh my god. Like, I'm so glad you're here. Like, we've been like talking for a minute. You've been following me for a long time too. I'm so glad you're here. Make yourself comfortable. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are doing well. All right, so we're going to have to probably come back in and do another coat. Okay? But that's fine. Don't forget to share, like, and love it, guys. It helps me in the algorithm. Let's get it flowing here. All right. Let me think about it. Can you give some pointers? Okay. And being consistent because it can be a hard time sometimes dealing with life and stuff. I know. It can be so hard. It can be so hard, especially when you have like a daytime job or you have other things going on and stuff like that. It can be real hard. I know that. So I mean, a big thing that I like to do is consistency and like scheduling and shit like that. Like scheduling is super duper important to me. I write out like a schedule every day. Let me show you like a brief thing so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me make sure ain't nothing personal on here. So y'all don't be like, what are you talking about? Like, are you talking about your vagina? Hold on, hold up, wait a minute. All right, it's nothing crazy on here, but I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So something like this, you can see it right here. So I like to do a schedule. I do this every single day. I do one of these. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And just so I can like my brain, that's how I work. I need to be able to clock things in. I need to be able to keep on schedule, especially with the type of work that I do where, I have kids, I have family, my dad is sick right now. Um, so really we're taking care of him at home. So it's a lot going on, right? So trying to budget that time and kind of get your life together could be real hard with that. So schedule is definitely important. And with the schedule, you got to implement the time. Like sometime I'll be like, I'll block out an amount of time. Like, okay, right now I know I'm going to be live. So from 4 to 6, I'll be live, right? And after that, that's it. I'll post everything I need to post on social media. And then boom, I log off. And let me get some of this black. Hold on. And then I'll log off or whatever. I'm doing this like black thing that he has in his hair. I mean, not in his hair, but his hat. Um, so yeah, I'll just log off or whatever. And like after a certain time, I'm not online anymore. Like if you want to reach me, you gotta wait till the morning when I get up or whatever. You know what I mean? I allot time to do certain things. It's the same thing with life. If I know I know I'll even block in time. Like I know I gotta do certain shit with my family, certain things. Like I gotta run errands. I gotta go to the doctor. I write down everything that I do. That's how I am right now. I love painting, but I got some house renovations that need to be done first. But I would rather be painting. I know. But like I said, I'm telling y'all, get on the schedule. I'll be putting up schedules. Um, I know a lot of people don't think that that's good. Like people be thinking I'm crazy, I'm anal, I'm like whatever. But nah, let me tell you, schedules save lives. Schedules save lives for real. I'm gonna tell you that right now, they do. All right, I'm gonna do his hair now. So this is like almost black, but it's not. Got a little bit of brown in it. It's almost black, but it's not. Like you almost black, but you not. So I have learned over the years that if I want to get something done, I gotta block in time for real. Yes, a lot of time for art. If you want to be able to do something and you know you don't have a lot of time, like say for me, when I usually wake up real early now, I'll get up 8 o'clock and then I know like 8 a.m., 7 a.m. I'm like, yo, that's time for reels. Like I'll allot a certain time for doing reels, TikToks. I'll be like, okay, from this time to this time, I'm gonna do my TikTok every single day at the same time or do my reels at the same time. Make sure y'all follow me on social media. Stop playing. Uh hold on. Let me put this in really quickly. I'm telling you, the killer of creativity is not having time and you know, not being able to allot your time and do what you got to do, especially when you're a busy person. You need to allot your time. You need to say, okay, I got X, Y, and Z time. Like my family know I'm live right now. They know don't call me. Even though they don't always follow instructions. uh, they don't always follow instructions. Even my baby father, he be calling me. And I'm like, yo, I told you I was gonna be live at X, Y, and Z. Like, what's good? What's going on? He's like, oh no, I just wanted to talk about yada yada. I'm like, bruh, that could have waited. For real. That could have waited, sir. Okay, get your life together. So anyway, yeah. I mean, hopefully I didn't go on a rant. Hopefully you understood what I meant. Allotting time, get a schedule, schedule out your day, block out the times what you need to do, and let your family know, let your friends know. Anybody that know you, if they know that you're trying to accomplish something, you want a path to go somewhere, you got to set a schedule. You got to, you know, you got to get things tight. But of course, life gets in the way. Things get hard. I mean, because when I moved, um, when we moved this last time, two times in a year, hopefully you know the story. But when we moved or whatever, it was a thing. It was a whole thing. Like, that I was like MIA on YouTube for probably a couple of weeks or a month. Um, Schedule was messed up. I couldn't really do much because life was chaotic and things was going crazy. But it be like that sometimes. Sometimes family, family for me, family is everything, right? Family and like what I gotta do with my kids and my parents or whatever. If they need something, that comes first. That goes above YouTube and whatever other people want from me. That goes above the group, Discord, whatever else I be doing, right? All right, let's try this really quick. And sometimes it just happen like that. But like I said, once you get back in the groove and you start having more time, it's doable. You just have to allot the time out and do what you gotta do. All right, let's try. All right, boom, we're back. Embedded in ever. Okay, cool. Oh no. Oh man. All right, so let's paint the face. You know what? Let's paint his eyes first because that's what I feel like, you know, people get like freaked out. So let's paint his eyes first. And then everything else will fall into place. And I'm just doing like a regular, whatever you call it, black. Is that what it is? Regular black. Alrighty then. So the funny thing about portraits is why I like portraits, because it's like endless things you can actually do with it. And you know, you can tell a lot about a person by painting their portrait, believe it or not. You can tell the life they live, you can tell whether they're happy or not, whether they're sad. You can see into their soul when you paint someone. I feel like it's a really intimate process to paint somebody and kind of get into like all the things and yada yada yada. Really freaking intimate. All right, so you know what I always tell you? The eyes are not white, they're gray. They have all different types of colors. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna do like a gray. But yeah, you can tell a lot about a person by painting their portraits and doing this and that. And that's why I won't paint, especially in me being an empath, I won't paint certain people, I won't paint certain subjects because I take on that energy. And it can be really hard. All right, cool. Blocked in. So you know what I can tell a lot from this portrait? That's why I was like, oh man, this is gonna be deep. I could tell that he was a very sad person. He's very sad. And he seemed very unhappy in this picture. Very sad. Okay, let's dry the eyes. Alrighty then, and we're back and better than ever. Ooh, ooh. Back and better than ever, baby. All right, so I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a little bit of cooler on his face. Okay. We're gonna put some cooler on his face. That's gonna be fun, yeah. I have this little mixing palette thing right here. Like, oh my god. Woo. Doing some mixing over here. Doing some mixing over here. Oh, okay. What? Is my chat not up? My chat is, where is it? Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Alright, here we go. That way I can see who's saying on the screen. Like, where is it? Where is it? Alright, cool. I'm gonna cover up the eyebrows and stuff too, because I can actually see them. I can still see them. That's the beauty of this, because I can still see what I need to see. Everything I need to see. Everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, he gave off like a very sad aura. Very sad. Sad guy. Oh boy. Yes, Lord. So you said, let's see if I can go up. I read somewhere that he had issues with his family because of his choice to become a full-time artist. His parents wanted him to have a white collar job. They basically disowned him. Um, so here's the jam. Um, I actually like, I don't know why I did that, but I was looking into his life, basically trying to figure out who he was and stuff like that. Especially when I'm gonna paint somebody or I'm gonna like do a segment on somebody. I like to really know like who they are, where they come from, what's their life about, yada yada yada. And when I was doing that or whatever, I don't know why I got a kick out of that, but anyway, while I was doing that, I ran across a documentary that was done. I don't know whether it was done in the 80s or not, but yeah. I don't know whether it was done in the 80s or not, but this documentary was like a real documentary or whatever, because he rarely did those sorts of things, right? Because he was like, oh, he started to get paranoid, towards the end of his life that people were like taking advantage, which people were, right? Like people wanted to like take advantage of him or whatever. But I digress. So during the documentary, his family was on the documentary. His family is like a Haitian family. They're regular Haitian family from New York. And of course, there's a lot of pride there. So it's probably possible that the family wanted him to do certain things or whatever. But his sisters, if you hear them tell it, they'll tell you real quick, nah, we didn't like, there's a lot of myths around his life, I think. It was like, we didn't want him to leave or whatever. We wanted him to be here as much as he could and yada, yada, yada. He has a movie called The Radiant Child. It's a good movie, talks about his life. Oh, I maybe that's what I seen. Was it the Radiant Child? Was that more like a documentary though? I don't know. But um basically uh let me move, I'm gonna move on to his whatchamacallit, to his suit. Um but yeah, I mean, the first of all, the shit was illuminating because I thought, he was this tortured artist and he was just like, out there, and then he was discovered by Andy Warhol. And of course, he knew Andy Warhol. They did a collaboration together and stuff like that. But he wasn't discovered by Andy Warhol. What happened was he was a regular person living in Brooklyn. He felt like he wanted to be an artist or whatever. He said it was something that happened to him when he was a child. He got sick and he got hurt. He got like ran over by a car or some shit like that. He said like after that changed everything. All he wanted to do was art. And then he said when he was in the hospital room, that's all he could do was art. But again, this is all according to his family. He's not here to corroborate whatever they're saying, right? So he had this epiphany like, yo, I want to be X, Y, and Z, da 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 da, blase, blase. I want to be an artist. But they said it's not like he was like somebody that was like seriously thinking about going to like art school, getting like a big time degree and doing all the things. Oh, he said no, it was a movie. Um, he was more thinking about like, I just want to do art. I just want to express myself through physical pieces and like showing all of the things and yada yada yada. And I think that's pretty much what ended up happening, right? He ended up leaving home because he said he wanted to be a full-time artist and he wanted to branch out on his own and get out and do the thing. And his family being, black, especially your black family, for those of you that are not black, most black families, they don't like that art shit. They ain't trying to hear that. They don't want you going to art school. They don't want to hear you about to be an artist. Even today, people are not supportive of that. Like, art is not like a big thing in our homes and whatever, whatever, right? And it kind of makes sense if you think about all the things, our history and slavery and all the things. We wasn't exposed to art. We didn't have those opportunities to even do art until like what, the 17th century, the 18th century, damn near into the 1800s. After this country is already, you know what I mean, like hundreds of years old already. So it makes sense, but at the same time, it's hard for people like those of us that really want to be creative and really want to be artists, and our families don't get it. They're like, that's nah, I'm not trying to do that. Most families are like that. So anyway, I digress. Um, that's pretty much what happened. His family, they probably wasn't really too supportive about it. They probably was like, I don't know about that, sis. It wasn't too much of a mention of a dad though. It was more of a mention of his mom, and I think he has like a couple of sisters. He has a lot of sisters. So yeah, he wanted to do all the things. He wanted to branch out and do all. I mean, it was a long documentary. I wish I can. You know what? If I find it, I'll post it in the Discord. I'll post it in the Facebook group. You guys can head over there and check it out. But um, so I'm doing like a dark blue. Let me see if I can move this up a little bit. This sketchbook is real damn big though, so it'll be hard for y'all to see it. Anyway, so yeah, he ended up going to like Manhattan or whatever it is. Or Harlem, whatever you know, those of you that are not from New York don't know that it's the same thing. Harlem, Manhattan, the city, it's the same thing. So yeah, he ended up going to Manhattan, hooked up with his girlfriend, a young white lady or whatever. And he hooked up with her. Um I mean, if you hear her tell her, she says that they hooked up and they became like a couple because he wanted a place to stay. He wanted somebody to take care of him while he got his art career off the ground. So I was like, that's interesting. So apparently he was using her. I don't know whether he was using her or not, but she said she was the only one working, kind of doing her thing and taking care of them and all that stuff. And he was not trying to do no job. He was like, yo, I'm gonna be he said to her, I wanna be famous. One day I'm gonna be on TV. Before I leave this earth, I'm gonna be famous. So hold on, chill with me, help me, take care of me. And you know, gave her a little schlong, a little whatever he had to give her, you know, for her to cooperate. And gave her whatever he needed to give her to cooperate. And then she said that went on for like a couple of years. A couple of years they were struggling, all the things, and she was like, and he was telling her like, yo, you know, just hold on, I'm gonna be famous, I promise you. And she kept saying, yeah, whatever, you full of shit. You ain't about to be famous nowhere. And she said they'd be up and down, you know, recycling and like collecting cans and doing all these crazy things to kind of earn money. And you know, finally, she said one day he met Andy Warhol. This is how he met Andy Warhol. Um, so one day he met Andy Warhol or whatever. Andy Warhol was like in the city eating some food, doing all the things, chilling, doing whatever you do, right? Like a boss. And he said he recognized him. And apparently he was really charming and stuff like that. He recognized him and he was like, yo, can I paint something for you? Can I like do some art for you? And they said, I mean, at that time they said he wasn't a good artist. I mean, I don't even think it was about that. It was just like, you know, I think it was just the pure the pure force and readiness of him. Andy liked his work and they became good friends. Yeah, exactly. Andy liked his work and they became good friends. And you know, that of course that turned into a collaboration, but that was like years later. Um and they say Andy was always looking for the next best thing and whatever going on anyway. He was always trying to find something, the greatest thing, the newest thing. And a lot of people was like, you know, he was it's a good time to change out your water. I should have brought two things of water in here. But I did not. Because that black will take up the whole water. The whole water. Mm. So yeah, he I mean, making long story short, that's how he hooked up with him. And then trying to talk and paint at the same time. Oh, it's hard. Apparently. Very hard. And then my stuff is bleeding. Don't bleed. Okay, there we go. There you go. But then, I mean, of course, that turned into during that time he started doing drugs and stuff too. So, you know, I mean, fast forward, then he started making a lot of money with these different galleries, different people. And then he started feeling some type of way because he felt like, Caucasian people, white people was like taking advantage of him. And he started getting paranoid. Like people was after him and doing all these things. And they say he was making a lot of money, like 10 G's. But I mean, the girlfriend was like, yo, they was together for a while, a long time. And then when he started making money, she said he was coming home with all his money. Mad money. Like from his art or whatever. So she was like, I'll be damned, all that sitting by your side paid off. He's like, my investment paid off. My investment paid off. He had a drug problem that no one could get him to kick. Exactly. I'm telling you. And it makes sense because it makes big time sense. Like I said, that was the drug era right there. Everybody was doing drugs. That was like the thing to do. I don't know why, but and I mean it pretty much affected everybody's family for real. Everybody's family was affected by that. For real. It was sad. And then he got paranoid, and then one day he just died. I don't know whether he died. I think he died from an overdose, or maybe they said it was suicide. I don't know. I mentioned that word for YouTube. Be like, what? We ban you. Oh man. So yep. And that was sad. That was sad. I mean, and he was at the height of his career. Like he was just getting started. And you know, I looked up when I looked up his age, he was only 20 something years old. It was insane. He would have been like 50 something right now if he would have stayed alive, you know? So yeah, it was a tragedy. I don't remember it because I was still really, really young, but my mom says she remember it. It was very sad. Especially somebody making 20 G's, 30 G's you know, they say he's making, I mean, he had limos, he was just doing his thing. I don't know. I'm glad stuff like that happens less nowadays, but pray. Very cray. All right, let's dry, and then we're gonna work on his face. I need some. Hold on. What are you guys watching though? What are y'all watching these days? But yeah, he was 28 when he passed away. I think he was 28, something around there. All right, let's try. Let's try. Dry it. Get it together, baby. Oh, let me put something under here real quick. Hold on. But that just proves like sometimes when you know, you sometimes you don't know how great you are. Sometimes you feel so down, you feel so terrible, you feel like you're not worthy. You feel like you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. I mean, most people feel like that. Some people feel like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but sometimes you feel like you're not worthy, right? You feel like, why are you doing certain things, and are you doing the proper things, and is it okay, and yada yada yada, right? Start feeling like that. And that's not always the case. In reality, how people see you is not always how you see yourself. Sometimes you can be the dopest person in the world, but if you don't feel like you're the dopest person in the world, it don't matter how the world feel about you. That's why you got to do the work from within. You know what I mean? And it's hard because sometimes you got to do the work from within just to figure out who you are and see if you like yourself in the mirror. If you don't like yourself, that's the problem right there. See yourself in the morning like, oh, I hate myself. Van Gogh did the same thing. Well, except he didn't do it with, drugs or anything, but he did kind of similar stuff, right? I don't know about y'all, but lately I've been watching a lot of Stranger Things. Loads of Stranger Things. I love that show. All right, let's dry now. Now we're gonna dry. All right. Yep, we're back and better than ever. It's important to dry in between. It definitely is. I'll tell you that. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna do some more eyeball. Good job, thank you. Thanks, babe. I appreciate it. How are you guys Sunday doing? How is your Sunday going? What type of project you got going on? Shaka, are you at work? And what type of renovation are you doing? I need to live vicariously through you. What type of renovation are you doing? All right, let's start from the top again. I need a dirty brown. We need a dirty brown, baby. We need a dirty liquor brown. I see it right now. It's going to be way too dark. Here's y'all wondering, the point to layering is to add, realism and to kind of add depth to your painting. You need to go back in and layer whenever you can. Has red in it. Does. Feel like it. Sometimes I feel like a nut. So stupid. Sometimes I don't. My Sunday is pretty good so far. Yes. It's more like an organization in my apartment. Oh, like an organization. I mean, that's good too, though, because that'll make it where you want to actually create more stuff if you have, or if your apartment is kind of organized and stuff like that. That's good too. I'm here for the organization in the apartment, honey. Here for it. Listen, I'm gonna have to outline this. The more layers you add, the better it will look. I started watching Vampire Diaries again too. Alright, so you see I added more of a darker kind of like black. I just added straight up black. Call it a day. Call it a day. Starting to come together, honey. I need to change out my water in a minute. This water, honey. La la la. I'm gonna put like a dark brown underneath there. Just to get like a base down. To get a base down. Base down. I'm telling you, the eyes, the eyebrows, that make the face as far as I'm concerned. Okay? You can mess up on a lot of things, but the eyes, the eyebrows, the nose, kind of like the lips, you can kind of mess up with a little bit, but everything else, honey. Could you imagine kind of working with Andy Warhol, just like living out your best life? Can you imagine that? I can't imagine that. Shading of the lips makes it more realistic to it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So now that we got a base down, this is when I start going in and start doing little details. The little details, like the wrinkles and the spots and the this and the that. That's gonna make the face look more like the person. Mhm. Mhm. Ow. His lips is really red. I'm using like a dark red kind of just to go in here. They're like really red. Yeah, if you could be like a fly on the wall, like that would be like dope, right? If you guys have any questions, let me know. Because sometimes I get quiet and I don't realize I'm getting quiet. I need to make sure I'm doing his face properly. I may get quiet. Mm-hmm. My paint is drying off. My paint is drying out. Alright, I gotta spray. Spray. Everything needs to be sprayed. Loved and all the things. And we gotta sing a song to it. So it doesn't dry out. Trying to get gouache to go back to some. Is a bitch. So I'm like sculpting the face. You can see I'm like sculpting it from the side. Alright, now we gotta do the other side, but it's gonna be a lot lighter. Other side. Come into the light, Caroline. I want to say that all day. Come into the light, Caroline. Oh man. Okay. And we're back. Oh god. I can't. Come into the light, Caroline. If you know what movie that's from, put it down in the comments. That means you're an OG. That means we're friends for life if you know what movie that's from. Come into the light, Caroline. Ooh, child. I'm cracking myself up on her. I swear to God, I thought that was the most creepiest thing. That movie. I was like, what is she talking about? Come into the light, Caroline. Alright, this is when I'm gonna add some white. I don't usually add white to black skin tones, but sometimes it be like that. Trying to be like that. How it be, right? Got a little white. A little white. Hold the guys. Ah, see? Ah, we besties for life. You got it. You know what I'm talking about. Come into the light, Caroline. I thought that was like the scariest and funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. Especially with me being from New York and that made like that she had like the hardcore southern accent. Come into the light, Caroline. Don't go to I was like, don't listen to her. She's evil. Oh man. I swear. I got a kick out of that. Don't go into the light, Caroline. And that other creepy thing that was it, I was like, uh-uh. Well, you better not go into the light, Caroline. You know what's good for you. That's driving me crazy, so I'm gonna lighten that up with some white. While we talk about coming to the light, Caroline. That's gonna drive me insane. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Hey, hey. Mhm. Trying to look like you winning. Trying to look like you winning. Mm. And you see, he's coming to us. He's coming. The faces coming to the light. Jean Basquiat. Come into the light, Caroline. See, I spent too much time on my art. Ooh, child. Come into the light, Caroline. All right, let's put a little more red into his lips. And no, we're not putting lipstick on him. You know what I'm saying? But the lips are red. Like naturally, most people lips are red, right? So we do have to have like a little bit of red going in here. Ah. Come into the light. And now I'm be singing that shit all day. I like to say stuff like that to my children, and they be like, "What? What are you talking about? What is happening?" Like millennials. I like to say that. I like to say that to them. Like, what are you? I'm into the light, Caroline. My daughter be like, "Get off the phone, mom." Mm. She like, "Whatever, boomer." I be like, "Boomer? Yes, you better get your lives together." You better get your life together, sis. All right, now I'm starting to get giddy. Things are going awry. Get your life together. I'm gonna put a little bit of. I mean, you don't have to use these colors either. I mean, you can really get like inventive with The good thing about gouache, you can really get inventive with it. You know, you don't have to use those colors if you don't want. Great thing about us being live that I can actually see in the mirror what I'm doing. I mean, not in the mirror. Oh, it would help us. I can see in the camera on a live stream kind of what I'm doing. See whether it looks right. You're gonna be doing a lot of layering when it comes to gouache anyway. Now, if you had acrylic or oil or something like that, you wouldn't have to do all this layering. It would just be like maybe one or two, three layers, and then you'd be good to go. But because this is gouache and it like dries really light, you gotta do the layers, honey. You gotta do the layers, honey. You gotta do it. And my water's super dirty. I'm gonna have to dry it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Uh-oh, this black is still wet. Oh, I know what it is. It's because this is Arrtx. That's okay if it bleeds into it a little bit. Mm-hmm. Y'all see these damn gas prices though? crazy shit that's going on with that. Gas prices is insane right now. Gas, food, everything is crazy expensive right now. Gas prices is crazy expensive now. Gotta put some black over here. Put it over here. Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy and good prices at the market. Yeah, like the prices is high as sky. And I was looking at I seen a video from the president. Yeah. Like, oh, you wanna know why gas prices is so high as sky? You know, it's high as sky because of XYZ because he said, what did he say? He said something about um there's 9 companies that control all the, I guess, the outings and the innings and outings, like the importing and exporting. I say innings and outings. The importing and exporting is all controlled by foreign companies. 9 foreign companies monopolize the whole game. And because there's such a shortage and all the things and COVID and whatever, they're taking full advantage and they gouging people. So a lot of supermarkets, a lot of places are ordering less stuff. That's what they were saying. A lot of people are ordering less stuff. Um, so that's the reason shit is high sky. But I'm like, bruh, well, how did it get that? How did we allow foreign companies to come in here and control shit to begin with? How do we let that happen? That's what I'm saying to myself. How do we allow that to happen? How do we allow foreign companies to come in here and control things? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, cause, and I remember, cause like what, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when they started saying they was gonna contract out to all of these foreign companies overseas, um, and they was gonna do that because they wanted to basically be cheap and save money and do pennies on the dollar and get all of this cheap stuff from overseas. But then I'm like saying to myself, okay, well, what's going to happen if some sort of crisis happen and they're going to be gouging prices? They're going to have control of the market. And boom, here we are 15 years later and everything's come to fruition. You know what I'm saying? Everything has come to fruition. Where that black mark come from? Damn. I gotta clean my water, y'all. It's like black now. Everything's black. This black is taking over my damn paint. And now I got a giant black mark right there. Alright, I gotta clean my water. Let's take two. Take 2 breaks. A 5-second break. I'll be right back. Let me get some new water. I'll be right back. Y'all should go ahead and get some coffee, some tea, some wine, take a bathroom break. I'll be right back. Matter of fact, let me put the be right back. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. And we're back. And better than ever. Back. We're back, back, back. Alrighty then. So I got some new water. Got some new water. Oh, I gotta put my thing in here. Woo, we needed that new water. I should have got another water too, but hey, here we are. So where were we? Where were we? Where were I can't even talk properly. It said, well, keep in mind that's not something that happened in the last 2 years. Biden has been president. This has been something in place many years. We're just seeing the outcomes now. Yeah, exactly. But no, I was just thinking, not necessarily that it's his fault, but I was just thinking in general, like, yo, look at all the craziness that's going on. You know what I mean? Are we gonna put this next layer over here? I need to put another layer over there, but to make it a little darker. But I was just thinking in general, you know what I mean? Thank you for hanging in there, guys. You know? Yeah, like in general, I was just thinking about it. Like, we can't expect anything different now because pretty much. But yeah, like, I was just thinking to myself, like, we can't expect anything different because we kind of knew that was coming. People trying to be cheap. And now they ain't think about we might have a damn plague, you know what I mean? That's what it is. People didn't think about that. And we might end up having a damn plague. Yep, that was the bottom line. So now people scrambling around. I know they was gouging. Like I was looking, trying to see if I wanted to get my son like a new switch, cause he broke his switch or whatever. Me and his father was looking at it or whatever. Them prices was insane. I was like, nah, we good. Like you don't need to switch that bad, sis. Okay. Like you don't need to switch that bad, sis. You'll be all right. But I mean, you can really push the boundaries of your portrait depending on how much you're willing to do. It all depends on you. What you're willing to do, the boundaries that you're willing to go to. Darling, just softly, more than you softly. Mhm. Yeah, you can't even bother to go to no flea I was about to say flea market. you you can't even go to no damn restaurant, do anything these days because it is so goddamn expensive. You're like, sis. Like, yeah, I'm good. We good out here in these streets. So I'm just going in doing the details that I see in the reference photo. You can't see the reference photo, but it's off to the side here. That's what I'm looking at right now. Is my reference. You know, painting people is a lot. What do you say? I want to practice painting people more. I stink at facial features like noses and eyes. Yeah, practice, practice, practice. And you know what? I want to start doing 100 head challenge because I'm like, yo, I want to get like really good at my at faces and stuff. That's what I was kind of thinking to myself. But I promise you, if you practice, 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 and you take your time, you see, I'm taking my time with this portrait. And really, I'm not even fully taking my time. I'm going a little bit faster because y'all. But if I was doing this on my own, I would be taking breaks. I would be like la 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 outside, playing with the kid, keying, cooking, talking to people online about The Sims, arguing on Twitter. I'll be arguing on Twitter instead of doing. Oh man, man, man! It's so funny. I need help. I'm telling you, I need serious. Oh god, serious help. I'll be arguing on Twitter, like, yo, what are you talking about? Huh? I'm pissed when the New York come out and I start like um cursing you out and going crazy or whatever. When you know. Mm. But yeah, practice. I mean, practice makes not perfect, but practice definitely helps for real. Uh, 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 what are we at here? Hold on, hold on, hold on. My phone, baby love. Am I the only one to be like arguing people on Twitter? Like, yeah, you're the only one, sis. Because people be trying it. I'm like, what? What the hell does that even mean? You be saying some crazy shit on Twitter. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You wanna lose your mind. That's the place to be. I'm just adding something here to kind of lighten up this area. Trying to get, I want him to look as much like him, or I want it to look exactly like the picture as much as it can. You know? I don't want I don't want no more. Mm-hmm. I had to push that value back. Push it back, baby. Push it back. My son is outside right now. I wonder if he's out there fighting, carrying on. All right, I need to push back that nostril because it's driving me crazy. You know, another good way to kind of know what you're doing as far as drawing goes and just all of that. You can turn your painting upside down too. Turn your painting upside down. That's a good indicator for you to know what's going on too. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, I hear crying or something. I mean, somebody's getting hurt. Somebody's getting hurt. Is he all right out there? Is he all right? I hear yelling. Something's off. Something's off. What is it? So I'm gonna do like a dark brown. Really gonna be like really dark. Mm-mm. If you don't have like a good whatever you call it, a good what's the name, I don't recommend it. You need to have a thin brush if you're gonna be doing these eyelashes. Mm. And now I'm doing a little bit of eyelash. I mean, not eyelash. Whatever these things are called. Whatever them things are called. Bert and Ernie's. I gotta fix his damn lips. Okay, something's going on here. I fixed the lip. I'm forever messing up this damn lip. Mm-hmm. I had to make a dark thing under here and dry it off. Need somebody doing like a blue highlight on it, like unorthodox type of highlight on their portrait. So I think I want to try that just to see how it looks. Maybe I'll like it. Maybe I won't. Just take some risks. You know what I mean? Come on, Becky. Gotta think, yeah. Every time I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take mad risk with this portrait. And I'm like, no. That's as good as you gonna get. I'm like, no. Sorry. No, that's a no. That's a no. Okay? Immediately no. Alright, I need white. We almost at the finish line. I'm reinforcing that highlight again. And then I'm gonna get out my black Posca pen, like you should. And we're gonna put our, I feel like I'm happy. You know how you know you're done with a portrait when you like start fiddling around and you're happy with it and you're like, maybe I should add a penguin in the background. That's how you know you're done. We still gotta do our background though. I don't know where the hell my good thing went to. I have a thinner. Anyway, my Posca pen, I'm gonna be using that. Wait. Let's dry it really quickly. And then I'm gonna use my Posca pen. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta add one thing. Hold on. Oh man, my paint is drying up. It's hot in here, but it ain't that damn hot. It's a little pink. Too much white. Melody. Melody. Oh man. I'm telling you, making the eyes symmetrical is a bitch. Oh, great. All right. All right. I had to fix that. I felt like his face was lopsided. Reinforce my shadow. Put my shadow. Yeah. All right, Danielle, leave it alone. Leave it alone. You don't know what to do with yourself. I don't know what to do with yourself. I gotta fix this thing. All right, let's dry it. And then we're gonna put our outlines. And we're back. All right, I'm looking at one of those eyeballs and it's driving me crazy. I don't know what it is. You know what? Wait, I gotta let it dry. I mean, let it do its thing. All right, let's outline first, and then I'm gonna go back in with that eye because that is gonna drive me insane. Drive me insane. I'm just taking this black Posca pen and I'm gonna outline. And then most of the time I don't outline because I usually do a lot of realistic painting, but in outlining your stuff is not realistic. But lately I've been not taking myself as serious. I haven't been taking myself as serious, you know what I mean? So me, I'm like, okay. And it is kind of like an outline on this flower looking thing. But you can always improvise. That's the good thing about doing art, right? Because it's your art. Like if you want him to look like Howdy Doody, you can do that. Okay, let me show it. Let me. If you want him to look like Howdy Doody, you can do that. Okay. Like, yo, you wanted him to look like Howdy Doody? Yeah, I did. Okay. Believe me, I've seen worse on Instagram. Okay, I've seen it. Don't let nobody shame you. Live your best life. Yeah, I wanted it to look like Howdy Doody. Okay. Mind your business. You ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm going in with these things. Adding more layer and life to that. Adding more layers and life. Like, yo, you wanted your paintings to look like Howdy Doody? Yeah, I did, sis. Okay. What does that have to do with you? Ain't got nothing to do with you. Oh man. You love it? Looks great. Thank you, babe. I'm gonna fix his eye though. I'm gonna fix that eye. Whenever you feel like something doesn't look right, I'm gonna post more. I'll post like the after pictures and stuff, the Instagram and all that after we finish up today. But yeah, whenever you feel like things are not looking good, just take a break and then come back with fresh eyes and be like, "Oh yeah, that wasn't looking good. I don't like that. That didn't look good. This didn't look, you know." And you see, I like the outline. Did you draw the outline or did you trace the picture into your sketchbook? No, I drew the outline and I used my, I like to do it in my iPad first. And then I transfer, like I'll print it out after I do the traceable because I usually do traceables for Patreon. And then I'll transfer it into my sketchbook. That way I can have a clean drawing and it's not a thing, right? But I give the traceables, I put the traceables out there so that people can be able to, you know what I mean? Like people that's not comfortable with drawing. But sometimes it be like that. You got to do that, you know? I put a look at that black though. That black made it popping now. That black made it pop. Okay? And this is an acrylic base pen in case you guys don't know. So it's not going anywhere. But I do need to fix his eye though. That's gonna drive me crazy. I do need to fix his eye. But I love the hat now. Now it's like, you know what I mean? He's ready. He's ready. Take that same pen. And I'm gonna outline. Some people use like what do you call it? Like some people use, what the hell is it called? It's called some people use like colored pencils to like finish off their drawings and stuff like that. But for me, I don't really like colored pencil like that unless I'm doing a drawing. Like if I'm doing a drawing, that's different, but that's not necessarily my go-to. That is not necessarily my go-to. And you see, he came together like, voila. And see, that's what I mean. Like, if you stick with it, this took us a couple of hours, but if you stick with it, you can be able to accomplish a lot. And you know, being persistent with things. I think what like throws people off is that I think what throws people off is they get frustrated and they stop in the middle when they see you gotta do a bunch of layering. It's a lot of things going on, and then you like leave it in abandon. Not that I haven't done that. I mean, I do that too, but I do it less often than I do it on a regular page. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to explain that, but I do it a lot of less often than anything else. Mm. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I hope he would be proud. I hope he would be proud. That would be nice, right? It's a sad thing that he's not here anymore. All right, let's see what the hell is going on with the eyeball. Because that's going to drive me insane. That's going to drive me insane. I think what it is too is I'm at a weird angle because I'm painting and to show you guys what I'm doing. When usually if I paint, I'm painting upward, and there's nobody to show anything. I might have to do this off camera. Fix his eyeballs. He's like, what? What you looking at? Alright, I need some white. We need some white. Maybe that'll help balance things out. Yeah, it's getting there. Alright, so it's looking better. Woo! Alright, let's dry it. And then we're gonna do the background and that'll be that. Alright, hold on. Okay, boom. All right, let's tape this down really quick. Usually, in order to get like straight lines, I tape things down, get a straight line the way I want it. I'll just like measure it out, see exactly what I want. This is a good way for you to get a straight line without having to go through a bunch of drama or having like steady hands, right? Hopefully it's straight. Can't really see that. There you go. Probably not gonna be straight because I need to be standing up. So I can see what's going on. Alright, let me use another piece of tape. My paper is buckling. Buckle up, bitches. I have to go cook dinner. Wow, time flies. Short flies. Enjoying hanging out with you while you paint. I'll be ready to paint next Sunday. Have an awesome weekend. Oh my God, you too. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. You hung out for the whole time. I'm glad you had a good time. Happy Juneteenth. Enjoy your evening. And I hope you cook something good. You can always watch it on the replay. All right, let's do the background. All right, so he has yellow in his background, so that's what we're gonna do, yellow. Make sure the tape is all the way down too. Make sure this is the right yellow I need. Close enough. Make sure your painting is dry too. I have no. What is this? Orange? What is that? Orange? All right, I need orange. I'm gonna do a little bit of yellow and some magenta. Only a little bit of magenta, and that should give me what I want. Okay. Yeah, buddy. I don't know if that. I think that may be a little bit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then we get a little bit of blue in there. Is it blue? Oh no, it's purple. Oh, damn. Maybe I should put that purple. I'm torn. I don't know what I want to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm mixing like mad. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like it. What do we? Picasso. What do we say about that? Ooh, I like it. We love that. Oh my god. Yes, indeed, baby. That's how you do it. Okay, let's try. That was real quick, right? Real quick, yeah, right. That was like 3 hours. It was like 3 hours. I'm just kind of blending. Blend it, blend it. All right, let's dry. Boom. Boom. Okay, paper is starting to buckle. All right, let's pull it up. Pull it up. Now's the time. Ooh, it bled a little bit. You see that straight line? That's what you get when you do like tape. You can do that without doing a ruler, right? Very nice. Very nice. If I do say. If I do say myself. Boom. Blackout. Wow. I'm impressed. Why am I impressed with myself like this? I love this. This is like so cute. I love this. What do you guys think? I love it. Oh my god. I love it. Love it so much. All right, let's do our outline. Sign it. Sign it. Love it. Sign it. Love it. Like it. I'm not sure how to ask the question. I'm confused on how this painting comes together. What do you mean? I don't understand the question, honey. Yeah. I want to put some of that in there too. You mean how did I do the painting? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Or what materials did I use? Is that what you mean? Hi, Shannon. How are you? Thanks for coming through, honey. It's the outline for me. It makes it look so graphic. Ew. Right? Yes, indeed. I didn't even give him no eyebrows. I mean eyelashes. For real. I didn't even give him no eyelashes for reals. What do I have here? Oh, I got some black off to the side. Some black and some blick. And I got my really thin brush. Yep. Something fell. Something fell. Ooh. I think this might be my favorite painting I've done yet. I don't know why I'm so giddy with myself, but you know. I think it might be my favorite. I should do more outlines like this. More outline. Where is my other thing? It's time to go. What's happening? I'm getting painting delirium. So I know it's time to go. In painting delirium, are you? What's wrong with you? It's wet. It's like something is wet. Something is wet. Alrighty then. Alright, let's try to do these damn eyelashes. I don't think I have a thin enough thing though. See. My paint is drying up too. Even though I got the fan on. I'm not gonna do anything too extensive. I mean, he's a man. He doesn't need like crazy eyelashes. I see the face is painted using different colors to represent light and shadow. How to place them? Oh, kind of hard to explain, but I'm gonna leave this video up for those of you that have major questions that you can watch the whole process. We was here for like 3 hours. It's 3 hours. But to the long and like the short answer that I would say is dark and light go together, right? So with gouache, I just laid down a light, like we started with like a light base and all the things. And then I slowly started to like layer different things on. And I looked at my reference photo too. I had my reference photo off to the side right here. You can see it on the side. Well, you can't really see it fully, but I have my reference photo off to the side. So I looked to see, you know, where was the light coming from? There's certain sections of his face that has light, some that don't. You can see that, well, in the reference photo. If you don't have that, you can visit my Patreon because all my reference photos as well as the traceables is on Patreon. But on the reference photo, you can see that the side of his face is dark and then the other side is light. So we just start to really layer, play around with shadows, add deep areas where we need to add shadow, like darker color adds shadow, lighter color for the lighter areas. And then you want to preserve those areas. That's why you want to start with a light base. That way you're not doing too much and you're not getting the things that you need to get with the face. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. I hope that kind of explains it a little bit. And then you could always go back. And then if you have any major questions, you could just visit us in the group. That's in the description too. I'm going to darken this up. You see how like I darkened this area and only this area? That's what I'm going to do, right? You see how that gives the illusion like his face is turning to the side, right? Which one of your videos should I review to understand? You can review this one. When this video is over, just start it from the beginning so you can see exactly what I did. Or you can just visit my channel. I have a bunch of portrait tutorials where you can kind of understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, you can kind of understand what I'm talking about because I have like a bunch of these different whatevers, right? All right, let's dry it really quick. And there you go. Voila! Yay! And we're done, you guys. Let me go ahead and sign it. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and pop them down below. Especially if you put on the replay, put down hashtag replay crew. I have no idea what my thing was. You should always sign your work. I like to sign my work because I like to go back in my sketchbook to see what I've done and where I've been, right? So oh, you can't see me doing that. But I always sign it like at the bottom or something like that. I'll post pictures on my Instagram, you guys. You can see like the full thing in high resolution, and I'll post it in the Discord and in our group on Facebook, and all the links are in the description if you have anything. When do you do your lives? I try to do it every Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern time, same time, Sketchbook Sundays. So hopefully I'll see you next week Sunday, Shannon. Thanks for coming, my love. Hopefully I'll see you next week Sunday. Same time, same place. Bring your sketchbooks. We're going to jam out and be here for about 2 or 3 hours. Or maybe 2 hours, depending on what we're doing. We're going to be continuing the theme for Juneteenth. Even though Juneteenth is over, we're going to be still continuing the theme. Next week, we're going to be doing Angela Davis. Whoop, whoop. So it's going to be exciting. And yeah. And that's it. You can catch me on all the links in my bio and put your questions down below. And Shannon, you can rewatch today's video to see exactly what I did. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye. Peace.